This bag is here to greet us one last time. Today is the final day of the Nintendo eShop on the 3DS and Wii U. And considering I had nostalgia for the 3DS, I got one during its launch year, but not the Wii U. And considering the eShop is like dying in like less than 10 hours, 12 hours, I figured we could do this little plus video where we just go on the eShop during its final day and just browse around. Now, this is my capture card, not my main unit, so I will not have any, like, account Are you for real? Okay, there we go. Anyway, as I was saying, I figured we would just take a look through this. Actually, apparently it's supposed to be still under maintenance right now, but yeah, I tried a few times. Now I can just log in the eShop. So like while we're here, we might as well make the use of it, right? So yeah, we're just gonna look through the 3DS eShop on its final day and maybe just talk a little bit about it, kind of chill-ish, because the 3DS eShop has been like in neglect for a while now. It's been like in the same basic, like the front page has basically been the same layout for like a couple months already. So like the first game you get is Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn because of course, and it's all of the like 3DS games that released after the Switch. You got Detective Pikachu, Mario and Luigi, the worst selling Mario game, one of the worst selling Mario games. The Puzzle X Warrior Go, which I still maintain is the basically the swan song of the 3DS. Captain Code, a pretty dang technically impressive port, which I also have a plus video about if you want to check that out. And Yokai Watch Free, and then there's just regular series. So yeah, the last Nintendo eShop layout isn't like the most dazzling layout, but you know, it does the job. It just sorts by series. Everyone's favorite Nintendo characters: Zelda, Kirby, Yoshi, and then Sonic, because of course. Then Minecraft, New 3DS Edition, Mario Kart 7, the bestseller, Pokemon, New Soup, of course. Kirby Battle Royale is still here for some reason, which, like, that game was like 2016. And I'm pretty sure there are better, like, 2016 3DS releases to put in here. Pokemon Gold and... This is actually one of the best sellers. We'll check that charts in a bit, but yeah, Pokemon Gold and Silver and Crystal are, like, some of the best-selling 3DS games still on there right now. Mario Maker for 3DS exists. It's a Nintendo Select. We don't have those on Switch. Mario Party Top 100 also exists, but Mario Party Superstars is on Switch, so, you know. Metroid Samus Returns, of course. Fire Emblem Warriors, I think this is Neo 3DS exclusive. Games for Kids. Bestsellers, games on sale. Good price. I don't know, like, good price and on sale are like two separate categories. I mean, technically, good price doesn't mean have to be on sale, so whatever. Games for demos, free to start. Indie games, of course, Shovel Knight the rep. Repping indie games. 3D games, role-playing games. Platformers, local play, virtual console, only on New Soup, and Nintendo Switch, newest videos, future releases, Amiibo. Okay, I'll talk about the future releases bit because it's funny. Also, you might have noticed that the original eShop music is playing right now, instead of the new eShop music that was like da 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 da. The way you get this is actually you just go into the settings of the 3DS, go to extra data, and just delete the eShop extra data. And if you load back in, you actually get the original eShop music. And I thought, like, for the final day, you know, it's probably fitting that we go back to the original eShop music because it's definitely nostalgic. But yeah, the future releases still has only like the Nintendo Direct from 2018. That's like 5 years ago. This is so sad. And then it just says Mario Maker 2 on the cover there. So oops. I think on the Nintendo Switch category, it's also just the, yep, all the 2017 videos. And yeah, I am actually I'm actually able to load these. I was curious to see if any of these actually work. The server is technically still under maintenance, but we'll see. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, you can watch the Mario Odyssey trailer on the 3DS if you so wish. I don't know we want to do that, but you can. Anyway. Now, I could scroll through every single category in here, but I think what I'm gonna do, actually, is go through some of the more interesting parts of the eShop as of right now. So, let's go into the charts. Let's see what the bestsellers are. By the way, you might have also noticed that I have like 1 cent in my balance. This is my capture unit, not my main unit, so I'm not able to buy anything from here as I previously said. And of course, Crystal's on the top, baby. Game of the week every week. Pokemon Yellow. The Ace Attorney Trilogy, which is very nice. I think it's like on sale for like $3 right now. So that's an incredible deal. If you've never played the Ace Attorney games, just get them on 3DS. They're perfect on the system. Yep, still $2.99. Great deal. Recommended. But by the time you're watching this, the eShop's probably already gone. So, oops. Red version. All the Pokemon stuff. Yeah, people are just scrambling to get... I wouldn't be surprised if Pokemon Bank's on here, but I don't think the charge count free software, so... We've got Apollo Justice. Shovel Knight is also having a heck of a good deal right now. It's currently $4.49 for like 4 campaigns after all the Kickstarter updates. It's incredible. Also, the 3DS version of Shovel Knight, one of the best versions in my opinion. Monster Hunter 4, Mega Man's also on sale. Pushmo, my boy Pushmo, getting some love. This is so sad. Yeah, after the 3DS and Wii U eShops died, the entire Pushmo series is just gonna be gone. Unless you pirate it. Which, Nintendo, please port Pushmo to the Switch. I don't care if it's just Pushmo World. Please, just put the dang series on Switch. It's so good. Can't just let it die on the 3DS. Revive the Megamix, my boy. Also gonna die once the eShops go down. This just hurts, man. Like, I know it's been like more than 10 years since the eShop opened, but like, surely, I feel like at this point they could still support it a little longer. Like, I forgot if the Wii Shop channel actually lasted longer than the 3DS eShop. I'll maybe put like a thing on screen to like show the calculations, but that'll be an interesting fact to know. And you can also sort by all software, which Pokemon Yellow apparently is the all-time best-selling eShop title. I don't know if that's true, but considering Mario Kart 7 is in there, and Mario Free. Remember when like Mario Free came out on the Wii U and 3DS? They announced it in like a direct. They had like a whole trailer for it. You know how like nowadays on the Switch when they have like big N64 releases, they make their own little trailers for them? Yeah, back then they made it for NES games. They made it for Mario Free of all games. So yeah, the Virtual Console drip feed was still kind of real back then, because I think this game came out in, what's the release date? Yeah, 2014. You got your 3DS. You have to wait like 3 years to play Mario Free on it. And Virtual Console, generally not the best way to play NES games. I mean, it's cool that, you know, the 3DS and NES games, but they're not like pixel perfect or anything, so oops. Compared to like the Game Boy games, which actually like look very nice on the 3DS. You can also do like the dot by dot mode. They have their own little borders. Even if you're on like a Game Boy, if you're on a Game Boy game, if you turn on like the screen filter, you can turn it to pea green and there's ghosting. That's actually replicated in Game Boy Nintendo Switch Online, which is kind of nice. And it's all Pokemon, Mario, Smash Brothers, Zelda. It's like a pretty predictable list of bestsellers. Tomodachi Life in number 20. That actually is a kind of a surprise, because I don't know how well Tomodachi Life did, but apparently it is very popular. Every time someone mentions Tomodachi Life on Twitter, it just like gets it trending. It just goes viral. Everyone's asking for like a Tomodachi Life on Switch, which, considering Miitobia's on Switch, I wouldn't rule Tomodachi Life out. Maybe a sequel or something. And also, if you've never watched the Tomodachi Life Direct, please go watch it. It's amazing. It's like the original Nintendo meme beginning video, so... Anyway, Tomodachi Life is very nice. I do wish they made a sequel. Technically, this is the sequel. They just need to make a third game. Aside from that, let's look at the recent arrivals, because apparently they were still accepting new 3DS games as late as, if this game will load, I want to see, March 9th. You literally had like 20 less than 20 days to download this or something. Silver Falls Gaiden DDD having the honor of being the final 3DS game on the eShop, probably. I don't think any indie games going up on the eShop soon. But yeah, I mean, if you had $17 lying around, you could, you know, buy it and say you had the honor of having the final 3DS eShop release. I mean, technically that will be it. Like, if you go on Wikipedia, probably like the final was the final 3DS game ever officially released. So congratulations to Sun Grand Studios. It's a side game even. This looks like a DSiWare game, like the graphics. It just looks like a DSiWare game for some reason. You hold it like sideways. Even has like little letterboxes for the top screen. I don't know why they did that, but okay. It is a 3DS game, not a DSiWare game. And yeah, if you looked in if you look in the recent arrivals, it is really mostly just random indie games. There's the Mario Kart 7 update that they released after someone discovered an exploit, which allowed you to send arbitrary code and execute it on like remote 3DSs, which is not good. So, good thing they released this update in 2022, December 2022. But yep. As of now, these are the final 3DS eShop games. Press F to pay respects. And speaking of which, I saw that like the final game on the list there actually did not have any reviews. So yeah, a cool little feature on the 3DS that's not on the Switch is that you can rate titles, which is very nice. The Switch does not do that. They actually did have like a feature briefly where you could like rate titles on the Nintendo website itself, and then they shut it down. I don't know why, but yeah, I can rate the oh my god, Paper Mario Sticker Star, Kid Icarus Rising, a classic. Or I'm gonna submit my final Nintendo 3DS eShop rating. This is on my capture card, but who cares? It counts. Paper Mario Sticker Star. I am male. I am currently 23. It's a masterpiece. 5 out of 5 for gamers for intense play. And there it goes. Goodbye, eShop back. We salute you. Anyway, yeah. I could sit here, submit ratings for like every other of these eShop games have. No, but we'll move on because I know you guys don't want to just sit watch me sitting here just keep doing that. I'm curious, what is my account activity on first of all, are there any updates I could download for my software before the eShop dies? I'm guessing there's the Mario Kart update. Oh yeah, there is. The Swamp update as well. Wow. Okay. I have not downloaded these on my capture card. I'm surprised. What else? My account activity. Scroll that down a little bit so I can read it. There we go. Swap Doodle, Batch Arcade Update, RPG Maker, Flipnote Studio 3D. Oh yeah. I hope you got Flipnote Studio 3D from my Nintendo because I think after tomorrow it will not be available anymore. Which I know it's a skimped version of Flipnote Studio 3D, but you know it's still Flipnote Studio. Swap Doodle games. Is there that one time I paid $100 for PDI check? There it is. This is why I have like 1 cent remaining in my eShop balance because I can just get absolutely nothing with the. Anyway, yeah. That is PDI check. Welcome. I can also see my ratings. Yep, I rated PDI check, Rhythm Language, and Sticker Star. What a combination of titles. 5 stars and the gamers intense play. Why did I put my age as 99? I don't recall ever doing that for Megamix. Okay. What a setting. About Nintendo eShop. Nintendo eShop was a service that allowed you to download and almost purchase licenses for Nintendo. Purchase licenses for Nintendo and Flipper. I saw that legalese. Yeah. That is the menu. Of course, you can't add funds to it anymore. And, if we look in the news section, there are no news items. I mean, that might be because I erased the extra data, so, either that or they just cleared out the news section of the eShop, because previously I think it did have a message saying, like, it did have the news messages for saying, like, oh, you can't add funds anymore, or the eShop will shut down. And I don't think there's, like, any message on there right now about its closure. Let's also look in the latest videos while we're at it. Hotel Transylvania? Is it like the game? Is like game based? Why is this the latest video? Let's shop. Persona Q2. It's just Hotel Transylvania. I actually have no idea. Is this like a tie-in game? I don't know if I can play this without it like without it triggering a copyright bot. But okay, E10 Plus. I think it's a game. It's definitely the time game view entertainment. I recognize that. Wait forward. Oh, it's a straight up 2D platformer. I never knew this game. That's a Way Forward game, alright. Way Forward is literally that like one indie game developer that just randomly does tie-in games to like pay the bills or something. Which I'm sure this game is cool. This is like she can transform. It's literally like big Shantae vibes. Anyway, that's enough of that. What is this Goomba knockoff? Oh, Slime Slayer trailer song. That's just an edited Goomba sprite. Yes. Nintendo Direct. Look at how squished that logo is. E3 2018 software lineup. Super Mario Party. Anyone's favorite Mario Party. Oh yeah, Dylan's Dead Heat Breakers. Rest in peace, Dylan. Shoutouts to all the eShop originals, by the way. Just Pushmo, Dylan, Freaky Forms, Sakura Samurai. I still know all of them. Curse Blush, Ketsu's Corridors. Man, that was a fun time to be in. To be a regular eShop visitor. It's a bit hard to like find those now directly from the front page anyway, because like if you go on 3D games, what's gonna see? It's probably just gonna give you like what 3D Land, yeah, Pokemon Rumble World, Badge Arcade, yeah. What I think of when I see 3D games, yeah, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, the one Pokemon game that has like limited 3D effects. Put it in 3D games category. Ironfall Invasion, the one funny homebrew game. Stretch mode is actually kind of cool. It's a free to start game, but like no, it just offers separate level packs for purchase, it's a decent pricing strategy. Triforce Heroes, Rusty's Rodeo Baseball. Oh yeah, I did. The one of the last things I did on the basically buy on the eShop was the rest of Rusty's Rodeo Baseball, because if you weren't aware, you played it by basically haggling with the shopkeeper Rusty to like lower the prices of the minigame collections. And while you technically could like pirate it and the DLC would just download for free, I felt like haggling for the actual minigame prices is kind of the core experience. So I actually did want to like pay real money to like see how the story ended, and it was kind of fun. And actually, I tried out all the other baseball minigames, because previously I only had like 3 of them before I like dropped off the game. So I bought all the other ones, the ones where you like use the gyroscope to catch balls and then carve bats and all that stuff. And it was actually kind of fun. Like, it's actually a really decent baseball game by Nintendo, which you don't see Nintendo do a lot of that very often, which is kind of nice. I figure we should also buy something from the eShop before this video's over. But what else? Ocarina of Time 3D, of course. A Link Between Worlds is also going away, which kind of stinks. Apparently, like, is it the latest 2D Zelda game? If you don't count Link's Awakening, then yeah. Metroid Prime Blast Ball, you will be missed. 3D Land 1999. I'm surprised. I would be shocked if someone here has like not played 3D Land at this point. But you never know. They might have skipped down to 3DS, X and Y, of course. But yeah, it's like just if you go in the 3D games category, it's just regular 3DS stuff. Let's look at Virtual Console, because I'm curious what's in there. Of course, the Pokemon games. It's all Pokemon games. Zelda, Oracle. Yeah, I think this is like one of all the latest releases, except for Mario 3 apparently. Is Mario 3 that popular? Of course, you have the Super NES games that they did that were like new 3DS only, which I'm sure there's a reason they did that, but it was kind of funny. Shantae, of course, one of the last chances you can. Well, actually, it is on the Switch eShop, but like last time you can get on Virtual Console though. The eShop releases its own thing. This is Virtual Console, unless they put Shantae on like Game Boy Switch Online, and probably it'd be kind of neat though. Mysterious Mursami Castle is not on Switch Online, which is kind of surprising. I don't know why they didn't do that, but Harvest Moon free. There's like 6 pages of this. I'm not gonna go through all of them. Test Adventure. Yeah, Game Gear games. Yeah, remember those? They did those. Game Gear. What other platform did they do? It was basically NES, Super NES, Game Boy Color, and Game Gear. And of course, they never released like proper GBA games for the service, aside from the Ambassador games, which I do have those. It's kind of nice. Yeah, Donkey Kong. Remember when they had like an original edition? I think in America that was just like exclusive to like a special offer. I never owned that legitimately. The original edition version that restored one of the cut levels from the NES version, which is kind of neat. They've never done anything like that since, I don't think. Aside from, I guess, NES Remix. Speaking of which, Ultimate NES Remix on 3DS, very nice. Alright, I think that's enough of Virtual Console. Now, there is one thing I do want to, like, deliberately search, actually. I'm gonna go search for Nintendo Video. And that's gonna send us to, well, okay, well, I Nintendo Shift DX is on here. Shoutouts to Shift, but like I don't know why is this here when you search my Nintendo Video. I was gonna see also games to play on Halloween. This is like the last downloadable video that Nintendo released, and I did make a plus video on this if you want to watch it. It was kind of weird. But yeah, I thought you could actually watch the Nintendo Video stuff on here. Oh yeah, there's these. These are unavailable. I don't know why they're listed in the search, but yeah, these were available through My Nintendo. Basically like 3D recordings of the Zelda concert from the 25th anniversary, I think. Nintendo Minute, of course. I think, like, yeah, Nintendo removed like some of the Nintendo Minute videos from their channel. I don't know if it was all of them from the YouTube channel. So the 3DS eShop would be like the last hosting place for these legitimately. I'm pretty sure they've been archived though, so no need to fret over that. 3DS Directs, Nintendo Selects, haha, not on Switch. Oh, is it just all Nintendo Minute? I could swear you could just search like Nintendo Video stuff by just going, maybe I'm mistaken, hold on a second. I'm pretty sure if you search Dinosaur Office, you would still get Dinosaur Office. Yes, you do. So yeah, last chance to watch Dinosaur Office on the 3DS. I did have one of the downloadable videos that were pre-installed on the 3DSs, which is kind of neat. I never actually had Nintendo Video because obviously Nintendo Video was like a US only thing, and I couldn't connect to it through Hong Kong. So now that these are on the eShop, these are like the one way I could watch these videos. And I believe some of the other Nintendo Video exclusives were also released on here. You could download the Kid Icarus download. Actually, hold on. First of all, is Kirby Right Back at You 3D still available? I want to see that. Kirby's Ball Blast, Reverse Deluxe. Oh, it's not on here, huh? I think that was a My Nintendo thing, I'm guessing. So I guess it's not like regularly downloadable. But if I search Kid Icarus Uprising, oh, they're not here either. Yeah, they had like they made like anime short videos featuring Kid Icarus characters, and I think those are also, if they're not here, then that means they're My Nintendo exclusive, because there is this montage, which is just like a collection of trailers, which you can still download apparently. But yeah, huh. I'm guessing less stuff on here than I thought. I think it's only just the Nintendo Video free stuff that was made available on here. But yeah. Oh my god, I forgot to search for this. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, here we go. Also, it's just hit 12 AM, so happy final day, eShop, woohoo! But yeah, Nintendo Show 3D. I actually still remember this, so a lot of people had like nostalgia for Nintendo Week on the Nintendo channel for the Wii. And I wasn't around for that, obviously, because my Wii, when I grew up, was Japanese Wii, and I hacked it to hell and back, so I didn't have any of the online services available for it. But when I got a 3DS, I did actually check out Nintendo Show 3D up until its final episode. So I'm pretty sure these are saved online, but it's still very heckin' cool. I'll play like one of these videos so I can just like relive it. Randomly pick an episode from December 6, 2012. I'm gonna unlock so many core memories, watch. Oh yeah.
Welcome back to Nintendo Show 3D. I'm
Whoa.
Jessie Cantrell. Let's talk to
Jessie! I wonder what she's doing nowadays. after Nintendo Show 3D, I'm not sure if Jesse Cantrell still worked at Nintendo after Nintendo Show 3D. Also, Epic Mickey Power Evolution was a game that happened for the 3DS. This was like 3 minutes long. Hold on, let me scroll to the very end there.
Today only on the Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, Crash Mo. Yeah.
Paper Mario
Game of the
Sticker
Year
Star has been out for a couple weeks now, and I have to say,
Oh no.
I'm enamored with its charms.
It's been out
From
with
the
a couple
quirky
weeks, and
characters
the internet is on
always adorable
fire.
Paper aesthetics to the flashy fun sticker system, this
Oh,
game
no.
has got a lot to offer fans and newcomers alike. And things like the battle spinner add additional layers to combat, allowing you to stack multiple attacks, inflicting some massive damage. Which really comes in handy. You get some of the
Once
game's
again, I have like complicated
This game
feelings
is
towards
available
Sticker
for
Star.
purchase in stores and right here on the Nintendo eShop. Well, that's it for this week. See you all next time. Until then, I'm pretty sure you know what's coming next.
I've never seen this in 3D. No way, foosball, woohoo! God, I always love these little like things they do at the end of each episode, which is great. There's one more. Funny record player. What was that? What was that little jingle about? But anyway, Nintendo Show 3D. I'm pretty sure it's like all saved online somewhere, but heckin' great memories. Someday I'll like maybe binge watch it, but who knows. Looking back at all the games that are actually on sale, here's every single game that is still on sale on 3DS eShop on its final day. Which a lot of clearance sales apparently. But plenty of cool games in there. Command Clive, classic. SteamWorld Dig, obviously. Resident Evil, apparently. It's very good. $2.99. Wow. Monster Hunter Generations, $2.99. Monster Hunter was big on the 3DS. I think Mega Man Legacy Collection, yeah, that one I got on the 3DS just now. I think that's probably like the last software I buy on the 3DS eShop. But yeah, I think that is generally it for the eShop. But before we end this video, I have one more place to check out. That's right. In addition to the eShop, the theme shop is shutting down too, don't forget. Actually, Nintendo did state that after everything shuts down, you would still be able to buy, like you would still be able to download a few free themes from the theme shop. So if I go into free to download, you should see like there's actually plenty of free themes in the 3DS theme shop right now. That was a very hard sentence to like pronounce clearly. There's a lot of free themes to purchase in the 3DS theme shop. Free themes on anyway. Also, the theme shop takes a while to load usually. But yeah, entry in Odyssey, Shin Megami Tensei, there's lots of anime, and then there's Sonic Boom and the Sonic series 25th anniversary themes. Apparently, yeah, those are free. I only bought the Sonic Boom theme. Okay, Sonic Boom theme. But yeah, I thought the 3DS the theme shop is widely overlooked because I did get most of the themes I wanted from the shop already. There's like a Mario Odyssey one, which is kind of funny. But yeah, we're going new themes. I wonder when the last theme shop update was. Probably a while ago, in like 2018 or something. I don't think it's been updated since all the like new free themes dropped. Yeah, Persona Q2. That was like one of the last major physical third-party releases for the 3DS, I believe. So yeah, Pokemon. Lots of Pokemon. The Alliance Alive. I don't know what that is. Breath of the Wild. You can get a Breath of the Wild theme for the 3DS. I just love it because like I bought the Odyssey theme and it just blares Jump Up Superstar every time I open it. It's great. Just having that play on the 3DS. Just the fact that we have this on the 3DS is just kind of wild. But yeah, of course nowadays after the theme shop shuts down, you could theoretically have these themes on your 3DS, install them through like third-party theme managers through Homebrew. But yeah. The theme shop will be missed. It had a boppin' theme song. I hope after the shop dies, I can still listen to this theme. But yeah. I think we've been at this for a while, so I think we're going to say goodbye to the Nintendo eShop for now. I'm gonna play that nostalgic music one last time. But yeah. It lived a good life from its beginnings in 2011 to its final day on February 28th, 2023. Or 27th, depending on where you live. I forgot I was gonna download one last thing on the eShop. We should actually go do that before we end the video. Do I not have a free to start game downloaded on here? Team Kirby Clash, Nintendo Badge Arcade, Pokemon Picross, Rumble World Stretch Mode. So, oh my god. Oh, well, that's all the free to start games. I do have Badge Arcade already, so this is a hard choice. Yeah, you know what? In honor of the Pushmo series being like completely extinct legally after the eShop shuts down, I will download Stretch Mode as a oh my god, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot the eShop actually had its own music when you bought software. I think after they replaced it with the new music, it actually just keeps playing when you even buy a software. I have not heard this theme in so long. Wow. Yeah, that actually, yeah, that brings back some memories. 695 blocks. Well, we're just gonna sit here and I guess just watch this download as we reminisce on. Well, I gotta download now. No, thank you, eShop back. Thank you for all your all these memories. We're just gonna download this. God. My last 3DS eShop download. By the way, if after all this time you still haven't realized you could like move the camera around with the circle pad, you should be ashamed of yourself. I could swear they also did like something different when you like press the buttons. I don't think they did, right? Okay, I don't think they did. You can see the eShop app run around. I mean, technically, after the eShop dies, you can still re-download software and experience this download process, but you know. Something about it being the last thing I'll download from the eShop? Yeah. Unfortunately, I do not have my balance from my main system on here, so I could, like, purchase an actual game as my last thing to download from the eShop, but yeah, we'll take what we can have, right? It's push mode. Push mode's good. I suppose while this is downloading, I will also talk about, like, all the other stuff that's shutting down alongside the eShop. Like, for example, the Badge Arcade. We still don't necessarily know what will happen to the Badge Arcade, because we do know there's, like, a mode for it where it shuts down and only lets you access your badge box, and you basically can't get any new badges from there anymore. But, yeah, I don't know if that will be the case when the eShop shuts down. Also, hi, eShop back. Bye, eShop back. But, yeah, I still hope, like, the most optimistic view would be that you would still be able to get new badges from free plays even after the payment shuts down, but I'm not counting on that, honestly. Aside from this, there are still like also multiple built-in software that has DLC, like the Mi Plaza. Actually, back when they announced that the eShop was shutting down, I actually went onto the Street Pass Mi Plaza and bought the VIP upgrades. I've never actually bought them because like I rarely get Street Passes in Hong Kong to actually warrant the use of them. But hey, now I paid like $7 to have like to be able to change the main menu, the background music on the Street Pass Mi Plaza. Woohoo! But yeah, those stuff will be shut down. I don't think I actually ever bought all of the Street Pass games either. Which I'm not missing the opportunity to do them so much because I had a few of those games. I think that was enough for me. But yeah, just basically those kinds of things that will be going down from the eShop. And I think afterwards, online play will still be available. So if you download anything like Pokemon Bank will still be free. You should still be able to swap doodle people. I'm surprised. I believe so. Like Swap Pass wouldn't like die because these only eShop payments are shutting down. So yeah, download Swap Doodle while you still can. The last remaining Nintendo messaging system. Rip Nikki, by the way. Please put her on the Switch. And I think we're almost done here. Oh. Come on. I'm always waiting for that last row of pixels to fill up. 1. There we go. It filled up afterwards. But there you go. And I always loved how every time you finish downloading, like on the DSi, they wrap it up as a present. And going back to the home menu, and there we go. my last legal download from the eShop. But yeah, I think that'll be it for the eShop. It lived a good life, but yeah, your legacy will live on through people probably pirating your games. I mean, it's just the truth. I had to say it. But yeah, thank you for joining me on this last little trip to the Nintendo 3DS eShop. I will see you guys next time. And eShop back. May we meet again. Maybe perhaps on the Switch. Well, maybe, yeah, after the 3DS eShop shuts down, they should just put the eShop back on the Switch. Make him like the eShop mascot there. Nintendo, why didn't you do that? Like, hire me, Nintendo, please. Please.